Well, good evening, everyone. It's Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this January 21st, 2026. I'm hoping everybody had a great Wednesday out there so far. Everybody had a great Wednesday evening. Hope everybody continue to stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the storm system here moving across the lower 48. Also, we're going to take a look at the current watch and warning advisory map. Also, take a look at your local forecast. Also, Storm Prediction Center has a little bit of just general thunderstorms over the day 3 period. We'll show you where that's located at. And also we're going to take a look at the CAE, Columbia, South Carolina snowfall totals right now across the portion across South Carolina, portion of North Carolina, and portion of Eastern Georgia. We'll show you that in tonight's video as well. Couldn't get it out, but there we go. But let's go ahead and get the show on the road there, folks, and make sure you subscribe and also hit that like button also if you like these videos as well. So let's go ahead and get the show on the road there, folks. Alright, we got a little cold front stretching from up here near Maine all the way down toward Mississippi, down in the southeast Texas, also across the northwest Gulf. That will continue to push on off to the south, and these may bring some shower activity later tonight and also on your Thursday as it continues to push offshore. Another system up here across the southeast Canada that will continue to just rotate in that area and kind of spin down the cold air and just continue to funnel cold air to central and eastern U.S. over the next several days. See the storm system here gathering strength over here off the California coast. This is the one that's going to bring this wintry precipitation from Texas to the Carolinas all the way up into Maine. This is just a storm system getting together. The latest indication that the system will continue to move across the country and then kind of down into the Gulf, but then eventually pick itself up, and well, not all the way down in the Gulf, but right across Texas, then across a portion of Alabama, Georgia, maybe through upstate South Carolina, and then up the coast like that. If it takes a southern track like that, it's going to put a lot of warm air in, and there will not be that much ice across the Carolinas and also Georgia, as most of the snow and ice has shifted. A lot of the shift has continued, and I do expect another shift maybe in the models over tonight and also again on Friday that may shift it a little bit further to the north and just bring more rain to the south and southeastern U.S. and push that more towards the north and towards the northeast. So with that said, just stay with me. I'll keep you up to date, see if any new model shifts come in. The European now is beginning to shift the precipitation more to the north. You remember the GFS last time when they showed it, everybody was showing it, and I said that I disagree with that model, and also I disagree with some of the Storm Prediction Center that Weather Prediction Center about your local forecast. I'm going to be doing the same thing in this here, and if something I see and I disagree with, I will make sure you let you know that I disagree with what they're forecasting. But right now, I do see a shift. I think it's going to shift a little more further to the north, so we may be dodging a big ice storm across portion of the southeast. Now you got over towards Alabama to Texas, up towards Missouri, over towards Kentucky and Tennessee. Y'all may get a major ice storm coming up in your region. Also a lot of heavy snow, maybe anywhere from 1 feet to 2 feet of snow in some locations from Texas to the East Coast. So, but we will keep you up to date. But like I said, I believe there's going to be another model shift tonight that may shift it back up to the north. As more detail comes in, I think the northwest trend will continue to move a little further to the north. So, just want to give you a little bit of what my perspective is that's going to come with this system. I do think it may jog a little bit to the north. Even if we do get a little bit of winter precipitation here in the Carolinas, it's not going to be a big deal, but things could change. But right now, it's looking more likely that things will shift a little bit further to the north and northwest. Alrighty, well, that's enough of me rambling on about that. Let's go ahead and take a look at your local forecast, and we're going to take a look at your Thursday forecast. This is my general opinion, nobody else's. Last time it came fruition that when I disagree with the Storm Prediction Center, Said we wasn't going to get no snow in the South Carolina. Wasn't going to be too bad in Georgia. Y'all got some snowfall, but it wasn't bad as what some of the local forecasters would say. Alright, but anyway, here's your forecast for your Thursday. We can see snow showers from New Brunswick to Maine to New York State to Pennsylvania to Lake Huron, Lake Superior, Michigan, through the Dakotas, Montana to Wyoming to Nebraska. You got a little bit in portion of Colorado. You got a little bit of mixed precipitation in Virginia, North Carolina, and areas of Tennessee. That's a little optimistic there. I'm really not for sure about that. Maybe a little bit in the mountains, maybe eastern Tennessee, but I don't think it's going to reach far eastern and central North Carolina. So I disagree with this about here. Anybody in the western Carolinas, I do believe there may be a little bit of mixed precipitation there as well. But anyway, we got a pocket of heavy snow in portion of New York State, mixed precipitation over here in California. I'm really a little optimistic about that too. There could be just mainly rain showers there as well. Some shower activity across southern California, southern Arizona. Shower activity from Oklahoma to Texas, northwestern Gulf, through Alabama, Georgia, portions of South Carolina and Tennessee, even portions of North Carolina, even areas of eastern Florida toward the Florida Keys. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Thursday. Alright, we're going to roll into your Friday forecast, and it should roll out something like this here. Okay, well, we got snow flying up here in portion of Maine to New York State and Michigan, Wisconsin, also up here around Lake Huron, Lake Superior, same up here northern Montana, also over southern Montana, Wyoming to Colorado to North Texas to Missouri to Kansas, over towards southern West Virginia. Got pockets of heavy snow from Tennessee to portion of Oklahoma, Kansas, also into areas of North Texas, a good swath of heavy snow. I do think with her. Also got pockets over here in New Mexico and Colorado. Mixed precipitation over here in California. And I'm a little optimistic about that. Also over here we got more. I do believe there will be some mixed precipitation in portions of Nevada, Utah, Colorado, New Mexico, and Arizona, stretching over towards maybe northern Georgia, Tennessee. I'm not really sold on this here yet for the Carolinas. I think they probably going into early Saturday morning. Right now, most of the models are showing just mainly rain for portions of Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia, maybe even eastern Tennessee. But I do believe the ice may be from Alabama to Texas to portions of New Mexico. I doubt it. I don't believe the ice will make it over to northwestern Georgia or southern Tennessee. Not right away, but it could be later on in the day for you Saturday. I mean, later Friday. But right now, I disagree with some of this forecast here, what they're predicting here on the climate predictions, the weather prediction center. So I don't believe this will occur. Any mixed precipitation from Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia, and also North Carolina, and I know it's not going to happen in the coastal waters. So pretty much from eastern Tennessee to Georgia, eastbound, I'm disagree with this here. I do not see anything happening in that portion. Not yet. It's going to be too warm. Anyway, we're expecting temperature currently in the 50s for Friday across much of South Carolina, and I don't see any mixed precipitation. Even the lows, what I'm seeing, is just only generally in the upper 30s, and there's no mixed precipitation. Not going to fall pretty much at that 38 to 40 degree range, and that's not going to usually, no mixed precipitation falls at that. Sometimes it do, but most of the time it don't. Anyway, we got shower activity from portions of northern Mexico, southern Texas, northern Gulf to Georgia. Like I said, it could be some, I'm thinking it's going to be rain, not no mixed precipitation, just rain across Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia. I'm Xing this here out, and there will not be no mixed precipitation for Friday. Like they got there. Shower activity for portion of Florida down toward the Florida Keys, and some thunderstorms and showers across Arizona, northwestern Mexico, southern areas of California, and the northern Baja region. Got a few showers there as a low pressure system moves in. But if anybody in the Carolinas up to Virginia, don't pay that no attention. You're just supposed to get some rain. Not expecting any kind of frozen precipitation at this time. So just want to give you a heads up on that there. Looks too warm. So I'm not buying into this here, not yet. Alright, well, let's take a look at the current watch and warning advisory map. I'll show you that there. And we'll take a look at it. Okay, you can see we got a big swath of winter storm watches in effect for eastern Arizona, portion of New Mexico, much of Texas, Oklahoma, all the way through portion of Louisiana, over here to South Carolina, also into North Carolina, and also to Virginia. I do expect this here to maybe shift a little bit further to the north. Would not be surprised some of these areas to the south could be an advisory, may move into an advisory area. Anybody south of this here, you still could be in the advisory area, but that depends on the low pressure system. The low pressure system, like I said, rides a little further to the north, all of this activity in this area here will shift north. So that's what I'm expecting. At the beginning of the video, I talked about that northwest to northerly trend. So stay with me and I'll keep you up to date, but I'm pretty sure that this system here, that's why they have not issued any more warning or watches down further to the south yet, because they're watching model trends, and if they continue to push on off to the north and west, you will see some of them watches maybe dropped on the southern side, maybe or if not, it'd be an advisory, and that's about it. Alright, we got some extreme cold weather watches up here in portion of Maine to New Brunswick. Areas of Vermont, New Hampshire, and also northern New York State, and also across southern Texas. Cold weather advisory down here across southeast Texas and southern Louisiana as well. Winter weather advisory, winter storm warnings, and winter weather advisory and red flag warnings across areas of Colorado. Also, we have some freezing fog in a couple counties in Arizona, Oklahoma. Can't get out. Oregon State with areas of air quality alerts for you guys in Idaho and Oregon State. Some cold weather advisories there as well. More over here in portion of Montana. Extreme cold weather warnings in effect for North Dakota, Wisconsin, and also in the portion of Minnesota. We have blizzard warnings here across Iowa. High wind warnings in the kind of tan color. We have wind advisories across portions of northern Missouri and also Illinois, portion of Indiana. More cold weather extreme cold weather watches also in effect for Michigan, and winter weather advisories there as well. Let's see, extreme fire danger across portions of South Dakota with some cold weather advisories also in effect for portions of South Dakota. Let's see, we got smoke crack advisory gill warning from Maine down to the New Jersey coast, Southern California to the Florida Keys, Northern California up to Oregon State, Hawaii and Chain Island, a little bit around the southwestern areas of Alaska. Alright, now let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is just a general thunderstorm outlook. You can see from southern San Antonio up toward Wichita Falls, and also a little bit in the southeastern areas of Oklahoma, just general thunderstorms. Alright, now here is some snowfall totals. If we get any precipitation across South Carolina, these look like the totals right now. Anywhere from about maybe 0.5 over here, maybe a dusting around Camden, Florence, toward Aynard, Kingstree, up to a Trace, like I said, and then the heavier snow in North Carolina. Like I said, all this activity should shift off to the north and west. All this here should be canceled, hopefully coming up in the next by Friday at least, if the model runs continue to shift everything to the north. Alrighty, well, let's see if I can get to the ice totals, see what they're showing on the ice totals for, let's see, ice accumulation. Let's see if we can get to it. They're showing anywhere from about see the highest accumulation 0.3, 0.8, 0.2, and here's the high end of total. Could be up to 1/10 of an inch in Rock Hill, could be just 7/100ths of an inch in Columbia, 6/100ths of an inch in Sumter, This is through January 24, 2026 at 7 p.m. And then a little bit higher total, maybe less, maybe a few hundredths of a tenth of an inch, few hundredths of an inch over here toward the upstate. Heavier amounts over there in portions of northern Georgia and also into portions of Tennessee. These number here looks a little bit more correct. If we do get any precipitation, these may be the totals on the lower end. But like I said, that's the higher end amount. But the lower end could be a little bit lower than that. So would not be surprised to see some of these numbers a little bit lower than this year. But right now, not much expected through at least 7 p.m. Saturday. So we should be in pretty good shape until Saturday night. So, but I'll have more updates on it as we roll forward. Well, hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you have not. Like the video, share the video, and we'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Wednesday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got.